Charles Apoki, and I'm reaching you from our new school at Okwokoko in Okpe local government area. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about some possibilities that I'm praying should not happen. You remember the Houthis in Yemen. The Houthis were a rebel group or a terrorist Islamic organization, in quotes, that were battling President Saleh. They were in the mountains. Gradually, they started approaching the capital. Gradually, they assassinated President Saleh. So the attack on the presidential guard, the attack on the presidential convoy on his way to Daura should not be taken very lightly. Today, those Houthis have overrun Yemen and they are now battling with Saudi Arabia. If you remember Uganda, Professor Lule with a band of so-called rebels or bandits eventually drove Idi Amin from Uganda. And Museveni, who was also a rebel leader in the outskirts, came eventually to take over governance and has been there for years. You remember the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. They were initially a revolutionary group. Eventually, they took over power in Nicaragua. You remember in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, rebel groups eventually took over the capital and overthrew the governance, overthrew the government. You remember in Central African Empire, rebel groups came, they eventually overran the country, and today they are in crisis. You remember Democratic Republic of Congo, Joseph Kabila, he was outside the capital. No person took him seriously. Eventually, he overran the government. And the list goes on and on. We must not take this Boko Haram lightly. We must not take ISWAP or whatever they are called lightly. We must not take any terrorist organization, even the headsmen, we must not take them lightly. You remember in Afghanistan, the Russians came there, and in 1980, the Taliban fought the Russians to a standstill, and the Russians eventually evacuated. The Americans came in. The Taliban eventually drove America away from Afghanistan. It is a grievous mistake to take terrorist organizations, bandits, very lightly. They can wear out a government. They can wear out a leader that is not serious-minded. And now we are having terrorism come to Abuja. Schools are being closed in Nasarawa State. Schools are being closed in the federal capital. We don't know where they are in the south-south. We don't know where they are in Lagos. Our lousy security apparatus might not be able to cope with a sudden insurgency, with collaboration from natives, with collaboration from Islamic fundamentalists and those who are angry with this government. We have a problem in our hands. And if the current president is not able to handle it very firmly, he should resign. Let somebody else take over for the next 7 months and deal decisively with this insurgency. We have one of the most capable military in Africa, if not in the world. In Sierra Leone, they did it. In Liberia, they did it. When I went to Sierra Leone, I was held in high esteem because I was a Nigerian. Therefore, we must take the insurgency in Nigeria currently very seriously. If not, we are playing with fire. Insurgents can wear out a trained army, particularly an army that is not properly equipped, that are not properly fed. I see them crying for water in some places, and there is discontent already. And I believe if we don't take this issue seriously, God forbid, we might just be like other nations. I pray this message will reach the right quarters and we'll start deciding to handle these terrorists very firmly. I see soldiers complaining that people said you should arrest the terrorists. You will integrate the terrorists into your army. What kind of stupidity is that? You bring the army, the terrorists into your army, you integrate them. Why are they ambushing our soldiers? People are passing information to the bandits. We cannot afford to lose our men and our women in uniform. People's children, we cannot afford to lose that. We cannot afford to lose territory on a continuous basis to bandits. And we need an energetic, vibrant, articulate president in 2023. This is not an issue for old men who should be in old people's homes combating insurgency. It needs a vibrant president, an articulate president that will use technology. How much is a drone? How much did people pay for APC tickets? Drones can detect where these people are. How long will we continue like this? How can we reward incompetence? May God help this country. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.